We're here again to look into this subject on Introduction to the Study of Religious and Cultural Studies. My name is Dr. John Obineche from the University of Port Harcourt. In my university, it is 100 level course introducing the students of religious and cultural studies in the humanities into what the course in religious and studies is all about. And that is why the course is titled The Introduction to the Study of Religious and Cultural Studies. This course attempts an understanding of religion and culture from the background of their definitions, importance, and interrelationship, and how their study help in human society. And of course, it discusses the branches of religious studies, the problem of methods and contributions of the early scholars to the study of religion, the scientific school, the phenomenological schools, the academic bodies that are there in the course of religious and cultural studies. The study examines the basic concepts in religious and cultural studies, such concepts as evolution and migration, methodological problems in the study of a people's religion and culture. Other aspects include the interplay between culture and other subjects such as culture and society, culture and religion, etc. And cultural studies, cultural policy and tourism, how they interrelate, ethnography, methods of study culture. This course, of course, is divided into two sections, religious studies and cultural studies. And here, for our interest, we take the first component first, that is religious studies. But we have to give a general introduction of the two, religious and cultural studies. So the course introduces students to the basic rudiments of religion and culture, and of course to correct the wrong notion or impression formed concerning the need and significance of such courses as an academic discipline in the universities, because many argue, why do we need to study religion and culture? And the wrong notion that these are not needed in the modern day studies is a wrong notion that we have to correct. Is one of the reasons for this course. And of course, as a universal facts of human, that religion and culture are universal facts of human existence. Religion can't be studied in isolation to culture and society. So in human history, the two are inseparable. They are inseparable concomitant, or inseparably or indissociably connected. So no great religion, there is no great religion that did not find its expression in a given culture. Early human societies have experienced contact from outside, especially outside religion and culture. So such can be creative or destructive, like in Africa and in Nigeria in particular, where westernization and globalization robbed people of their cherished traditional ethical values and replaced it with Western culture. So this is the imperative for academic study of religion and culture, for a multi-ethical and multi-religious society that we have in our modern time. So there is the need to preserve the good aspects of our cultural heritage for the survival of a nation, continent, or even a culture with common identities and common problems. So there is the need also to take our culture and other people's cultures seriously for communication and integration, so that the in-depth study of the various African traditions and their interactions is becoming more necessary in academic balance in the contemporary society where we are. So we said that there are two broad alternatives to the study of religion. And these two broad alternatives to the study of religion is one, theology, because theology centers on materials preserved in a single historical tradition, Christianity and Islam. Then the other aspect, or the other alternative, is religious studies, which is to widen its vision, its field, to gain total view of humans who are involved in forms of belief, behavior that can affect human society. And there are some other basic terminologies. In fact, before we go into details of this study of religious and cultural studies, and especially the aspect of religious studies, as I said, it is divided into two components: religious studies and cultural studies. So each of them, especially the one we are facing now, there are basic terminologies in religious studies. Basic terminologies that anyone studying religion, or a student, a scholar, a student in religious studies will be able to familiarize himself. One is magic. Magic is an attempt by man to exploit and manipulate the forces of nature or supernatural forces to achieve his own ends. And of course, we study magic, we study witchcraft. Okay, of course, witchcraft is the belief that spirits of the living humans can be sent out on errand to do mischief or havoc to another person or another body, a body or mind or state. We have also terminology like sorcery that takes on the form of spells, poisoning, or other physical injuries done secretly by someone. We have liturgy as laid down forms of rituals for public worship. We have dogma. Every religion has a dogma, system of beliefs laid down by some authorities of a religious group, accepted as true, authentic, and without questioning. That's dogma. We have belief as a strong convictions that something is real and true, essential part of religion. And of course, you know that every religion has to do with belief. Without belief, of course, we cannot even have our focus or idea of any divinities or any gods or supreme beings we are worshipping. We are priests. In every religion, of course, the word priest comes from the Greek presbyteros, elder in usage. Is equivalent to Greek hieros, that is Latin sacrados, Hebrew herin, meaning the offer of sacrifice and revealer of oracles, channel of divine communication. That's as priest, concept of priesthood. We also have scripture. Scripture as the sacred writings of a religion, revealed text of every religion, holy writings of a religion. So we have prayer as expression of a desire or request to forces conceived as supernatural. And every religion has prayer as the aspect of its religion. We also have sacrifice, the word sacrifice, as offering to a deity to attend, restore, maintain, celebrate friendly relationships, of course, with the deity. We also have revelation. In religion, it is a means by which the supernatural makes known his wishes to men or to his adherents. We also have theism. Deism. Deism is the belief in the existence of God, and all finance depend on the divine. Baptism, monastery, polytheism as other vocabularies, diffuse monotheism in existence that believes in the existence of many but dependent in one supreme being. So we have divination, we have myth, we have ancestors, we have pantheons of gods or the divination. In Quran we have words like Quran, as we have Bible, Hijra, migration of Prophet Muhammad from Mecca to Medina in AD 622. We have terms like Jahiliyyah, as Jahiliyyah is the pre-Islamic Arabia, submission to the will of Allah. We have Omar, Islamic community, of course the Hadith, the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad outside the Quran. So we have all these terms because when we are talking of religious studies, it includes all this. Now, having said that, we have many more terminologies that are associated or in relationship with the study of religion. We now come to the definition of religion. What is religion in the first place? Several attempts have been made by scholars over the years to correctly define religion, but it resulted, the results showed that religion is a very difficult subject to define, because the word religion is an ambiguous term from whatever angle or perspective one looks at it. Ambiguous in the sense that it is used to mean variety of things to different people, and according to people's field of endeavor, and according to people's areas of specialization, and people approach religion from their own perspective. And that is why a theologian defines religion differently from an ordinary church member, and a church member defines religion differently from an engineer. And also, even within the religious circle, a Christian defines religion from his own perspective, and a Muslim defines religion from the perspective that favors Allah and Muhammad, the Prophet. So, and because of this, there comes varieties of problems. First, by the attempt to define religion. Some of these problems is that arose because religion involves many beliefs and of expression, and the ways of expressing them. Hence, the disagreement of where religion begins and where it ends. Then, there are some aspects of religion, like rites, rituals, may not be important to a particular religion, but central to others. Thirdly, religion is not static, but religion is a dynamic phenomenon. And so, some scholars or some authors do not make their definitions clear enough with religion, philosophy, or philosophical convictions. So because of this, and also definitions, there are many definitions that come out of personal experience which differ from academic definitions.